Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Available for Hand to Hand to be involved in a charity ride, and it's going from Khao Yai to Pattaya. And I thought, great, I'm going to train and I'm going to join this ride that they're raising money for us. So I trained and I did 141 kilometers in a weekend, and I sent them my photos and everything, and I got an email back going, Margie, we love your enthusiasm to join our ride, but basically, I didn't make the team. So for about 10 minutes, I'm like, you don't think I can ride 724 kilometers? I'll show you. So I came up with the idea that around Pattaya, I would ride 800 kilometers. And so I was going to do that over a period of 10 days, and I was looking for people who wanted to join me in the ride. So lots of people that said it was a great idea, but I was very surprised at the people who said, I want to do that. And the people that said, I want to do that are my scholarship kids, are the people we feed rice to every week. 2 girls that we just rescued from trafficking a month and a half ago said, I'd like to learn how to ride a bike and do that. 2 boys that have just aged out of a human trafficking refuge center because they're 16 said, I'd like to do that. So it's kind of morphed into something that I wasn't expecting. So we grabbed some secondhand bikes, and I've got a 14-year-old girl riding a bike for about an 8-year-old, and it goes clunk, 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 clunk. And we train every morning. And basically the idea is over 16 days, we're going to ride 50 kilometers a day. And we're going to start from our housing estate, which is at Nong Palai. And around there's rice fields and farms with buffaloes in them. And we've got a 5-kilometer loop. So every day we're going to do 10 loops of this 5 kilometers, ride 50 kilometers a day for 16 days. And these 2 girls that we've just rescued from human trafficking, they said, I feel like there's a sense of freedom. And then one of the boys that we just got only a month ago, that had aged out of the anti-human trafficking center, because we go through some areas where we're crossing roads. So I've asked some of the guys, can you make sure that you're at every intersection before we get there? You wait for the whole line of riders to go, then you've got to race ahead to get to the next intersection. So you can't do that round after round. So I've got 3 guys that are doing it, taking it in turns, so they get 2 turns to rest. 2 days ago, I asked one of my 16-year-old boys, I said, would you be one of the people that keeps us safe? And I just saw veils of trauma just wash over this kid, away from this kid, because I've just been given a responsibility to keep other people safe. And I went to a friend of mine who's a counselor, and she said, yes, she said that is really, really important for these kids. Once they feel safe, given an opportunity to make someone else feel safe also is important. So that's why sometimes you give these kids a pet to look after or a plant to look after. I've got something that I need to care for. So this ride has completely turned into something that I never imagined. And we train every morning, 5 days a week. And so it's going to be from the 17th of October to the 2nd of November, because that's during the school holidays and the kids have got all the time to ride. We'll start at 6 o'clock every morning, and we'll probably take us till about 10 or 11 o'clock every morning to ride 50 kilometers. But we're not in a race. It's more about building community. It's more about encouraging these kids. So how can you get involved? Well, on the 26th of October, we're opening the ride up to anyone else who wants to join us for 50 kilometers. You have to bring your own bike. and you can buy a t-shirt from us for 300 baht, and you can join the ride, 50 kilometers ride that day. Or we've got a t-shirt that's been done by Patty at Print Space. All the main advertising area is gone, but there's about 6 spaces left on the sleeve. For 1,500 baht, you can put your name on our shirt or your company's name on our shirt. So you can sponsor the shirt, you can come and ride with us, or you can just say, I want to sponsor the team. So what are we going to do with this money? We give out 1.5 ton of rice every week. So we are spending almost 100,000 baht a month on rice. So all the money from this ride is going to go towards buying rice. I've got a piece of paper here that's got a link if you want to donate, and my email information if you want to ask more information. And if you want to give a donation today, I've got the receipt book here, and you can say, I'd like my name on the t-shirt or my company's name on the t-shirt. So come and ride with us or help give or anything. So thank you so much.
All right, I just had a weird idea as I'm sitting there listening to this. $100. So we need 1,400 baht, 1,500 baht altogether to get the PCEC logo on the thing. I'm hoping there's 14 other people who are going to put 100 baht in. We put 1,500 baht and we get the PCEC on the thing. Who's in? Yeah. Yeah. So can you go and collect some 100 bahts? Right. Thank you, guys. So we'll get the PCEC logo on there. We're also designing a flyer so we can get information out to other expats about the thing. And by the way, who was here when we did a rough preview of the documentary about hand to hand a couple of years ago before COVID kicked in? Who was here for that? All right, we're going to be pitching it to Rotary to do an official world premiere of the hand-to-hand documentary with a proper cut and stuff, not the rough cut that we had on the day. So that'll be great fun. You'll get news about that. Oh, Margie, come back up here. Next week's speaker. Margie's going to tell us something about next week's speaker because she knows more than I do.
So next week's speaker is Jacob from 5812 United. So they're a recently a new organization that started to go out and feed the hungry and help the poor. So they're not hand-to-hand, but we've been helping them get off the ground because they're very much a grassroots organization, starting out, learning the ropes, learning what to do, finding their own way in Pattaya. And it's really important that we support these grassroots organizations because if they don't ever rise up to fully blossom to what they want to do, there's more work for us to do. So, when we were a grassroots organization, people came alongside us and built us up, and thank God, Hand to Hand is what it is today. So Jacob's a great guy. He runs a great organization, and you'll really enjoy his presentation.
So when I took over organizing the speakers and doing a job that not everybody likes, one of the things I vowed was that I was going to bring in charities so that you could see a side of Pattaya of people doing good things. Good people doing good things. And so Margie, of course, was she gave the most moving talk